Hi Leo, welcome to your mid-May general love reading. This is your girl Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general love reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Leo. This is a general reading, so please keep that in mind. Don't only take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't for someone else who needs to hear this message. Hi Crosswatchers, you're very welcome here if you're interested in a Leo. Who wouldn't be? I like to remind Leo and Crosswatchers that energy is fluid, and this simply means you may feel like I'm describing a certain situation in the reading where you feel the roles are flipped or reversed, and that's completely okay. You're more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles if that resonates with your specific situation the best. All right, Leo, let's go ahead and get your reading started. I'm first going to use my sound bowl to clear and set the energy for you guys. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. And tune into the energy of Leo. All right, Leo, let's go ahead and see what's going on in your love life, what you need to be aware of, what you need to know, what Spirit would like to reveal to you at this time. Anyone dealing with the Leo? Anyone with Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, what do you need to be aware of and what do you need to know at this time? Okay, so we got keep an open mind. And it says your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So the letter K is sticking out to me, as in Kyle or Kim. First, middle, last initial may mean something to someone, but I do feel you're in for a surprise, Leo, in regards to a certain someone that maybe you were just kind of starting to interact with, starting to feel, maybe even develop a little bit of a crush for and feelings for. But this is not your usual type, or maybe the way you meet them is kind of serendipitously. Let's just say, you know, out with friends, maybe even so random at like a grocery store, a bar, somewhere along those lines, right? Like you weren't setting out to meet them, but you met them and you guys clicked. That type of thing going on here, whether that's already happened or that's something to come up. But keep an open mind in regards to a certain someone that maybe you will be very happy with as far as what you kind of expected at first. I'm not saying to settle for less, but I'm saying that there is a certain someone that if you were to give them a chance, I think they would show you how much they've been eyeing you, Leo, how much they've been really hungry for you, Leo, and it feels very positive overall. I am seeing someone, I don't know if this is confirmation for someone out there, but a red couch perhaps is coming through. Or maybe a car with leather red interior seats. Tell me more about this energy I'm feeling for Leo Spirit. Oh, the Temple Path, number 12. Okay, I'm getting different messages for different groups of you with this card here. So for some of you guys, I gotta say that this is a part of your spiritual journey, meeting this certain someone, and that's why Spirit wants you to pay attention to this, because this is someone that I feel is awakening you. Maybe you're awakening them and you're kind of mirroring each other in that aspect. There is some sort of spiritual growth and evolution, and when I gotta say, when I see these types of very strong spiritual cards that come up in a love reading, it gives me soulmate vibes. Whether that is a soulmate or a karmic, we'll go ahead and pull some more cards, but so far this feels very positive. The person you're into or kind of interested in may be very spiritual, maybe someone who's very wise, who has deep conversations, and I think that's what you really like about them as well, Leo, is that they stimulate your mind intellectually, but you're spiritually drawn to each other. And for others of you, I gotta say, maybe you kind of met this person through spirituality, through, you know, yoga classes, Reiki, through, you know, kind of diving into different hobbies that you have been spiritually drawn to, and that's where you met this person as well. Tell me more. Ooh, I love you more than I like to admit. Okay? And I was trying to be tough. I hate weakness. Okay, so yeah, you're definitely awakening this person very, very clearly here. If this is especially their energy, as far as I was trying to be tough and I hate weakness. And I think you're kind of showing them, Leo, through like just, I don't know, maybe you're the more open-minded one. You're the one that kind of just likes to see what happens. You don't have to be so rigid, so day-to-day plan based off of what you need to happen, what needs to come out. Like you're just going with the flow of this. And I think it's kind of softening this person in a lot of ways. I do feel as if this person really, I think this would surprise you, Leo, at how much they do care for you. Again, because this person is a bit more tough. They like to come off as being someone that doesn't like to openly share their deepest feelings, but there's something about you that makes them want to. And with this temple path, I feel as if the more they get to know you, they were initially attracted to you, sure, based off of your energy, based off of your physical looks, clearly, but it's deepening more into a soul bond with you, Leo. And I think if they did have some sort of wall or even some sort of inability to open up, I feel that's what they want to tell you now, is that they are in love with you. They do like you. And maybe that is just something that they're in their own process becoming more acceptable with. So I'm curious to see how this is all going to go down. Tell me more. You know, I just saw like construction signs, which is really interesting. I wonder if someone's in construction work or like architecture or something like that. Or like, you know, it could be a metaphor from spirit that someone's like undergoing a transformation. Someone is kind of restructuring themselves, and you are the catalyst to that awakening, Leo, for sure. We have the World card dead center here. Fixed energy. You could be dealing with a Taurus, a Scorpio, another Leo perhaps, or an Aquarius. Wow. You've set this person on their own journey. You're very truthful. You speak your mind. You speak your thoughts. You're very wise. This is how they view you, Leo. And again, that intellectual stimulation here is really what is kind of drawing you two together. Wow. And specifically, the confirmation or the number 1010 may mean something to you on a personal level, but major cycles are closing out here. So bottom of the deck, we have the King of Wands, Leo energy. Like I said, you could be dealing with another Leo or someone with strong Leo in their chart, but this is someone who, when you first met or when they first met you, this is someone who comes across as confident, self-assured, someone who knows what they want, someone who is very proactive in making something happen in their life and making something happen romantically between the two of you. So maybe for some of you guys, initially what started this connection was a very passionate attraction for one another. And I feel as if something is deepening here further than what someone really thought was going to really go between the two of you. And with this King of Wands, I feel as if very recently, they've made the decision to kind of pursue something here to its fullest. Once the King of Wands zero in on something, they take every action, every step to achieve it. So there's something about having this perseverance, persistence in still pursuing you, Leo, or that you have for this person here. I mean, someone is very sexy, very hot, very attractive, but I think it's also the energy that someone has that exudes that aura and that charm. Let's keep going. The dead center of this is the Page of Swords. Yeah, so air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Just to point out, there could be a significant age difference between the two of you, but I do feel as if there's a lot someone's learning. There's a lot that someone is kind of coming to understand of new ways of thinking in regards to love and romance. There maybe is a little bit of information someone has been holding back just because they wanted to make sure before they reveal it, it's the right time. Maybe again, like someone is trying to have this tough facade, which we could also see with the King of Swords or King of Wands here. But I feel as if with this Page of Swords, there's something so much more to reveal. They have something up their sleeve, Leo. But again, this person is meticulous. This person is very observant, analytical, and they like to kind of make sure that all their T's are crossed, all their I's are dotted before they really pursue something here. And with the Hanged Man crowning the reading, yeah, there's something they're waiting on or waiting for. And like I said, under that construction, it could be their development. It could be their spiritual growth that their higher selves is kind of having them undergo before they could fully reveal this to you. But make no mistake, Leo, even if this person's a bit silent, even if they kind of have not the best way at communicating their feelings, they're definitely there. I kind of want to clarify this Page of Swords. Why? I want to get deeper into this. Why they feel like they have to hide this. Why they feel like they have to, you know, wait before they can say this to you. Tell me more, Spirit. Yeah, 10 of Wands. 10, 10, 10. Jeez, guys. Yeah, their cycle has to close out. With the 10 of Wands, this is Sagittarius energy. They're making it harder for themselves to not have this talk with you, to not have this conversation with you. The more they kind of carry this burden on, you know, not fully revealing, the more it's getting harder for them. And there could also be a lot going on in their life. They could have a lot of stressful situations in regards to work, their family life, perhaps. Maybe even their living situation. They hate where they're living currently and they want to move out, but they're finding it hard to. But yeah, I think too, there's a lot around this of certain old belief patterns, certain old behaviors that is exhausting them, that Spirit wants them to clear out before this can finally be revealed in the high vibration it needs to be revealed in. Tell me more. Temperance. Yeah. Sagittarius energy, Libra energy for me as a reader, and Death. Whoa. Okay, Scorpio energy coming up here. So yeah, major soul level transformation is happening, but you were the catalyst for it with this Temperance. I do feel that on behalf of this person, their spirit guides want to come forward and say, Leo, we're working on it. We're helping them heal. We're helping them evolve. We're helping them get out of an old mind frame here. They recognize that you've been patient with them, but there's more to come from this situation, and that is something to know about this. And I do feel with this Temperance card here, they're doing a lot to put things in perspective, to put things in balance. That will help the overall progression of this connection that Spirit would like to see this go through. Again, we have the Temple path here, right? And maybe this is something you're not really used to as far as timing. You know, you're a fire sign, you're pretty straight to the point. You like to have things generally pretty quick, but this is taking its time. What Spirit wants you to know is that it's taking its time for a very good reason. I don't see any deception. I don't see any third parties. So if you've been worried about whether they truly care about this, if you worry that if this is something that they don't think about as much as you think about, no, it's quite the opposite. But they're looking for the right time to reveal how much they care for you, how much they love you. So even with the Page of Swords, this could be relatively new. You could have had this connection within the last 6 months, perhaps. But what's crossing this is the World card. Interesting. So fixed energy, like I said. Some of you guys could come from different cultures, backgrounds, different parts of the world. But what I feel with this World card here, maybe for some of you guys, is making something like official. I just kind of feel like Facebook official vibes, or at least telling the world that you two are together. It feels like a big step for them. Maybe it feels like a big step to fully show everything to you that they've been wanting to tell you. It feels for them that it would mean something very significant, a big milestone that makes them feel a little bit vulnerable in a sense. In the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck, we always see the World card with, you know, the woman butt-ass naked in the center of it, right? And nudity in tarot is a symbol of like openness, vulnerability, freedom. And you know, for some, it could be this idea that being in a connection so deep like this would take away some of their personal freedoms. of doing everything that they want to do. But again, I think Spirit is trying to tell them that there's so much more to this if you were to give this a chance and open to up than you may realize. Someone could be wearing white right now, or the last time you saw this person, they were like wearing a white shirt, a white tank top, a white dress maybe. But with this World card here, yeah, Spirit really does want this person to do whatever closing, cleansing, purging that they need to do so they could be totally open to this. And their spirit guides send confirmations and messages about you, Leo. They see something like your birthday everywhere, or if you show them some sort of song, they hear it all the time. That type of energy. You're seeing number synchronicities when they think about you. What's crowning the reading is the Hangman. Yeah, Pisces energy. It's what else can I say? It's taken its time. And I think the time that it's been taken for, you to get clarity or for you to get an understanding has been kind of tripping you up a bit. But again, like I said, this is so new for this person, this adaptation, this change, this evolution, that's really put them in this new mindset that they never had before. It's kind of completely flipped their world upside down in a sense when it comes to love and romance. So with that adjustment period, there are some things that need to take time to really get settled in. But with the Hangman crowning the reading too, I do feel that there's realizations here that make them feel a little bit guilty. For example, if they were trying to be tough, if they were trying to kind of close off in any way, they realized that was a defense mechanism that was not working in their favor. And I think they're seeing that's something that doesn't help them anymore, not in regards to you. And I feel with this Hangman, confirmation for someone out there, they could have even had some sort of criminal past. Just throwing that out. If it's not for you, don't worry about it. But with this Hangman, there's a bunch of realizations, a bunch of downloads that I feel both of you are receiving about each other here. And they are meant to progress and take you guys to the next step. There are 2 12s here. Your birthday could be August 12th for some of you guys. And for some reason, this ivy is really drawing to me. So ivy may mean something to you on a personal level. Someone could have ivy in their home, on their house, like a whatever, right? A tattoo perhaps. But what's rooting this is the Queen of Swords. Libra energy. I do feel this is coming from your side, Leo, but again, cross-watcher, just flip it around. But someone wants an understanding. Someone needs an answer. Someone needs the truth. And someone has been a little bit more upfront since, time has been going a bit slowly. And I feel that this truth is coming. The answers you need will be coming once this sort of transition is fully done with. But if you were to try to pry it out of this person in a space where, again, they're still feeling, a little bit tough, a little bit afraid, honestly, is what I'm seeing here. They're going to be in the defense. And they may kind of be snippy. They may say things that they don't truly mean. But I can understand the frustration. I do. And maybe that's why Spirit is trying to say to keep an open mind, right? With this Queen of Swords at the root of this too, I do feel that maybe even the protection is coming from having to deal with liars in the past, having to deal with people who used them in the past, you or someone else. And maybe those feelings of, being open to trust is something that trips them up at times. But truly, Leo, even if it's hard for them to admit, the feelings that they have for you is something that they ruminate about, think about. And it really has been affecting them more than you know. Truly, it's been setting them on a spiritual awakening. Someone could have green eyes as well. How you're coming forward in this, or maybe how they're seeing you right now, is the 10 of Swords, Gemini energy. Now, I do feel as if, again, you can flip the roles if you like, but the 10 of Swords indicates a lot of anxieties, fears, stress. And maybe that's something you've been worried about, Leo, again, is just if they feel the same way, do they care? Do they want to reach out? And again, like, I just want to clarify something here. If this person has clearly told you, no, I'm not interested, or, you know, stop talking to me, or is very, very rude in that sense, I'm confident to say this is not your message. But I feel as if for those of you that have been, you know, this person does communicate with you, does make an interest in hanging out with you, does want to reach out to you, but it's like kind of been staying in that plateau type of space. I think the plateau is what's making you worry. Things haven't been progressing forward like they did in the first few weeks or the first few months. And maybe they're kind of starting to see, you know, that they're starting to make you guess this, doubt this. It's stressing you out. And that's something that they are actually, like I said, feeling guilty in some ways about with the Hangman. And I think, Leo, as well, with the 10 of Swords, their thoughts of you are constant. And even if they've tried to step this aside, try to bury it, try not to kind of really look at this situation as the reality of it is, of how much they do care, how much this has kind of changed their way of thinking about love and romance. It's been something that has been kind of, how do I say this? It's been something that is making them really want to close out that old way of being for you. And they are subconsciously or consciously choosing to be a better person or to live in a higher vibration for you, Leo. And I think their higher selves are really pushing for that. And maybe even for some of you, if they, you know, kind of wrote you off or said something to kind of end a conversation when you were trying to dig deeper into where this is going or how they feel, they may have felt bad for saying something that was out of defense. But again, I don't think it's anything significantly rude, but something where they were a little bit snippy about. How they're coming forward in this, how they may see the situation, or how you may see them, is the 10 of Pentacles. Virgo energy. So for some of you guys, yeah, I really do feel as if you think there's more to this. You do feel as if this could be someone you see yourself being with in the long term. This is someone who may be very successful financially, who either has built or has a role of like a CEO, a manager that has risen up in the ranks of their corporate job, or may even come from money in some sort of sense, has inherited money in a way. But with this 10 of Pentacles, I feel as if they're more comfortable with feeling like this could be something stable and serious between the two of you. From everything you've experiencing, even if it's been within the last 6 months, there's something about this that they feel more dedicated to start putting the energy and growing this into something that is more long-standing, long-lasting. And that's what their spirit guides, their higher selves are trying to get them to understand, that this can be a reality. This 10 of coins with you, Leo. And I feel you want to have this 10 of coins with them too. This prosperity and abundance. Now, if they do come from money, or they do have a lot of money, they may be afraid of gold digging in general. And that's something that's on their mind about this as well. But I think those feelings are really kind of putting aside as they feel spiritually connected to you, spiritually longing for you, spiritually bound to you in a sense. All right, Leo. Well, to see the likely outcome of this situation, what is likely to happen and unfold between the two of you in the upcoming days and weeks of this connection, we're going to go ahead and take this to Vimeo for the extended reading. I'm going to overturn this card here to show you the likely outcome of this situation, pull some more oracle cards, dive deeper into this connection, and ask Spirit if there's anything else you need to know about in regards to this situation. So if you'd like to join me for the extended reading, open up the description box and you'll find a link to Vimeo, which will take you to the extended reading. But if this is where you depart, Leo, I really hope that this reading resonated with you. I hope it gave you confirmation, clarity, insight, healing, guidance in regards to whatever's going on in your love life at this time. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Leo, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Leo.